Welcome back to the dojo. Hiya. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for clicking on this video. Topic of discussion for today is wash your hands. And before I get into the topic of discussion for today, do me a favor. Like the video because I know you're going to like this. Share the video because why not? And subscribe because you came back too many times not to push that button. Okay, without further ado, let's go. Wash your hands. Why am I talking about washing your hands? I'm not really talking about washing your hands in a physical sense of getting soap and water and scrubbing. No, that's not what I'm talking about. You should do that, but that's not what I'm talking about. That's not the focal point. What is the focal point? The focal point is letting go. Oh, Sensei, what are you talking about? Letting go. Well, why didn't you just call the video? Because I like to do things in layers, peel back the layers and discover something new. That's why. You gotta know when to wash your hands. You gotta know when to hold them, when to fold them, when to walk away. That's basically what I'm talking about. When to hold them, when to fold them, when to walk away. But this is not poker. There will be times in your life where you're gonna look at yourself and say, man, this relationship is really not working out. This friend of mine really ain't much of a friend. These college courses or this degree isn't going to serve my best interests. Sometimes you know in your heart when to let go of something. But there's something that's just holding you back from letting go. What is that? Could it be fear, doubt, worry, anxiety, loneliness, financial stability? It could be a number of things. It could be a number of things. Being able to wash your hands is not just because you feel like it. Being able to let go of people and situations, it takes strength. And it also takes preparation. You have to prepare yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, spiritually, to let go of things. Especially grudges. Grudges are something you should always wash your hands of. It is not good to hold on to a grudge. It is not good to hold on to a grudge. If you're holding on to a grudge, you are held in that state. You are held in that position. You cannot progress. You cannot move forward. You are stuck in the filthiness of how you feel. Sometimes you have to forgive people. And it's not because you want them to feel better about doing you wrong. No. You forgive people for your own peace of mind and your own sanity. You know what I mean? Wash your hands of that betrayal. Wash your hands of that situationship. Wash your hands of that doubt. Wash your hands of that procrastination. You see how you can wash your hands of anything once you realize that it doesn't serve you? Just let go of it. Cleanse yourself, your mind, body, and your soul. Even though I'm saying wash your hands, it goes deeper than that. It goes deeper than just your hands. Right? Sometimes when you're sitting there in the mud, in the mess, in the chaos. You don't need to give anybody an excuse. You don't need to give anybody an example. Just wash your hands and be done with it. A lot of times we may want to hold on to a relationship because we don't want to be alone. I understand that. I most certainly do. There were relationships that I wish I still had in my life today. But one thing I don't do is I don't hold on to anybody who don't want to stay. I wash my hands. I wash my hands. Why are you going to hold and fight with somebody when they trying to make their way out the door? It don't make any sense to me. Never understood. Washing your hands does wonders for your ambition. Washing your hands does wonders for your life. Washing your hands does wonders for your faith. When things are not serving us, when things are not doing what was advertised before we obtained them or purchased them, or were gifted, whatever it may be, you gotta know when to let stuff go. You have to. Sometimes people in our lives are they're just there for a season. They wasn't there, or they wasn't supposed to be there for a lifetime. Sometimes people come into your life just to teach you something, so that you can progress to the next level, or to progress to the next stage. Right? Everything we go through in life, all the friends we had, all the jobs we worked at, all the misfortunes that we overcame, all the good times we had, we have to learn how to wash our hands, or else we'll just be bitter, afraid, fearful, scared, loathsome. Washing your hands is really about progression. It really is. I have a good friend of mine. He is somebody who showed me different angles of how to look at life and also money, right? Think about this, right? Do you know that money has weight? I'm not talking about coins. I'm talking about bills. Money has weight. He was telling me, he said, do you know how much $1 million weighs? All hundreds. I said, I'm not sure, but I'll take a guess. I say maybe 50 pounds. He said, you're actually close. It's 44.1 pounds, right? I've never had access to $1 million. I've never held $1 million or had $1 million in my possession at one time. I'm sure I've spent that much over the course of my life probably, but whatever. I was kind of astounded when he broke that down to me, right? Because if you had $1 million, right, how strong are you, right? How easy or difficult would it be for you to carry 50 pounds of money, right? Can you even carry that weight, right? So before you start wishing and hoping and begging for $1 million, think about how much it weighs. Cash. Think about how much that weighs. And if you can't even carry that much money, wash your hands of wanting that much money. Seriously. Sometimes we want things that we're not even ready to receive yet. you don't have enough space, you don't have enough room, you don't have the wherewithal, you don't have the intellect, you gotta wash your hands. Because you're gonna have to get your hands dirty. And then you're gonna have to wash your hands again. Right? You're not ready sometimes. Sometimes you gotta wash your hands of your expectations. I talked about that in lower expectations. Most of the things that I talk about in these videos, they're gonna resurface and recycle. Because I'm always really talking about the same thing. What is that? Self-improvement. Things that you should keep in mind. And also, keeping your spirit intact, keeping your spirit at a state of equilibrium. You don't want to have a chaotic or downtrodden spirit. You want to always be good or great. You know what I mean? And if your spirit is down right now, if you don't feel good or great, because Thanksgiving is tomorrow, right? It's because there are things in your life that you need to wash your hands of. You need to wash your hands of all those things that aren't serving you, that are making you feel negative, that are making you feel filthy. You know what I mean? Clean yourself up. Dust yourself off. Wash your hands. And get ready for the next level. We are basically 1 month away from 2025. Get ready, y'all. 2025, I feel, is going to be a big year. You know what I mean? So before we go into this next year, go ahead, get all your ducks in a row. Put all that stuff on the counter that you need to reevaluate. Do I need this in my life? Is this serving me? Is this helping me? Is this benefiting me? Is this helping me to achieve my goals? Is this helping me get closer? And if you've asked all those questions about these things in your life and they're not serving you, wash your hands. Cleanliness is next to godliness. And now you know why. Wash your hands. Can't stress it enough. That girl, get rid of her. Wash your hands. That job is not working for you. Wash your hands. That dream, I hate to say it, that dream that is just costing and costing and costing. You ain't seeing no progress. I don't want to tell you to give up. But there may come a point where you have to wash your hands. I'm not telling you this because I want you to feel bad about having to let things go. No. I'm telling you this so you can feel good. Because now you got the room to receive the things that you need. Have you ever noticed that nobody really wants to help a homeless man? Why? Because he's dirty. He don't look like he take himself seriously. He just wants to beg. You know what I mean? I treat those people with the same respect I treat everybody else. Because they went through life, right? They may be filthy and dirty. That's just the filth and dirt of the situation that they in. But what they did was they washed their hands of everything and everybody in life. They say, you know what? I don't care. I just want my peace. Even if that's the chaos just in my mind, they just want their peace, right? Being homeless, you have pure, total freedom. You don't gotta wake up at no particular time. You don't gotta answer to nobody but the police when they tell you sitting on that bench or sleeping in that hall or whatever, right? It's really the most freedom that you can have living in this life. Unless you are wealthy and you don't have to worry about money at all, right? For most of us, that's not the case. So wash your hands of that dream and that ideal. A lot of people will never get there. I'm not saying that I'm not, but a lot of people, I'm speaking in the collective, a lot of people will not get there, and that's okay. If everybody was rich, nobody would be. You see what I'm saying? If everybody was good, nobody would be. If everybody was bad, nobody would be. That's all I'm really saying. Wash your hands, of the things in your life that are not serving you. Get rid of them. We're going into a new year. You don't need excess baggage holding you down from a fresh year, a fresh start of getting closer to what you want to see for the rest of your days. With that being said, Professor Hawk signing out. Hawk Sensei bids you adieu. I hope that every day you're getting better, you're improving, you're progressing, you're waking up with a smile on your face, waking up with a can-do attitude, and waking up with a purpose. And if you're not waking up with a purpose, at least you're waking up. All right, until next time, guys, class is dismissed. Let's expand. Let's grow. Let's go.